Hi everyone, welcome back to the I Made My Mark podcast. Today we have Queen with us to share a little bit about their time at JMU. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey everyone, so excited to be here. I'm Queen Escalante. I'm a senior health sciences major from Manassas, Virginia, and I use she, her, hers pronouns.
Awesome. Queen, what organizations have you made your mark in around campus?
So some of the organizations I'd say I've been really involved in are the Latinx Student Alliance, Alpha Phi Omega, which is a service-oriented fraternity here on campus, and then Student Ambassadors, which is where I got to meet Megan.
Awesome. And what does JMU mean to you?
So JMU, kind of cliche, I feel like everyone says this, but JMU honestly just means home. It means like a safe spot where I can just be myself. Here at JMU, I met some of the most incredible people, and they really shaped who I am today. And I definitely know they're going to be in my life forever. So I just say everything, just kind of home. It makes me feel bubbly and happy when I'm here. So
Yeah, definitely. I always say JMU has like the best people.
it does, and I know like we're both tour guides. Well, we used to be. But I know a lot of times, like on the tour videos or whatever, schools will be like the community. And I was always so like, oh, that's not true. Like they're just putting that in there because they want us to go here. But honestly, once you're here on campus, you can like feel that sense of community. Like everyone's in it together.
Yeah.
Everyone's there to help you. Even if they don't know you, just go up to anyone and they'll be like, oh, your class is over there. Like you're going the wrong way or anything.
Yes.
People just smile at you, say hi, which is really fun. So definitely just the JMU community.
Yeah, definitely. Totally agree. And what are your next steps after graduation, and how are you planning on taking JMU with you into that next chapter?
Yeah, so it's kind of like unknown. Like I'm still thinking about what to do exactly, but I am graduating early, so kind of how people take like a gap year. I'm going to take a gap semester because I would have been in school that time anyways. And I'm just going to work on volunteering because that's something I love to do in the community, and also just get more patient care experience. So I'm just going to be working up in the hospital in Manassas, just getting more experience so I can apply to go to PA school.
Awesome. That's really cool. All right. And so now that you're at the end of your time at JMU, can you tell me about one of your favorite memories that you've made here?
Yeah, so I definitely have a lot of favorite memories, and it's kind of hard to think of one. But one that I can always think of, and it's like one of my first major memories here at JMU, is the first general body meeting I went for LSA, which is the Latinx Student Alliance. That first couple of weeks here at JMU, I kind of felt a little lost because it is a predominantly white institution, and I come from Northern Virginia where it's really diverse. My high school is really diverse. So it was a little hard because I didn't really see that many people that looked like me surrounding myself on campus. And then I just remember walking into Madison Union. It was like the third floor or something. Just like the sense of community. Everyone looked like me, and everyone was so excited to see me. All of exec and all of their already active members were just going around the room being like, oh, where are you from? Like, how are you? How's your experience so far? And it was just like, it's my favorite memory of all time. And that's how I found my home here at JMU, like one of my first places that I felt I could be myself, which helped me shape myself into who I am today.
Yeah, that's so important.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And kind of touching off of that memory, so when you first came to JMU, thinking about yourself then, if you could give your younger self a piece of advice earlier on in your college career, what would it be and why?
Yeah, so kind of like two major pieces of advice that I feel like I live by now. I definitely am like a chronic stressor. I stress out about like anything. If you ask any of my friends, they're just like used to it. But the first one would be give yourself grace. I feel like that's something that we always forget. We're always comparing ourselves or thinking we're behind because maybe you didn't do that great on a test or something, or maybe you're just like me. I'm always thinking of like post-grad. Like I'm always stressing about that. Like, am I doing the right thing and I'm making the right decision? But I think it's just really important to give yourself grace and just know that you've worked so hard to be where you are at this point. So just appreciate it. Like, don't spend your time stressing. Spend your time being like thankful and happy and just positive vibes all around. And then the other major advice would be that you're here for a reason. So like in whatever org, or even here at JMU in general, like you're here for a reason. So just don't think that you shouldn't be here, because I have had moments where I was like, maybe I don't belong to be in this org, or maybe I shouldn't be here at JMU, but realistically thinking, like, I'm an avid believer, like, in general, but everything happens for a reason. So you were accepted into that org for a reason. Maybe you weren't, but maybe you weren't accepted into that org. Don't be afraid to reapply or do something like that, because at the end of the day, it will all happen in its own time. So some advice I would give myself.
Yes, I totally agree with that. I feel like what is meant for you will be yours.
Yes.
Like, so don't doubt yourself.
Yes, I love that.
And definitely giving yourself grace is, like, super important, just because you have to embrace the season of your life that you're in, and college is about making mistakes.
And just growing from it. I feel like that's a big one, too.
Yes. I feel like you don't grow if you're not challenging yourself or making mistakes, trying something new.
That's really true, because I wouldn't be, like, the person I am if I wouldn't have, like, gone through all the ups and downs, because, I mean, they shaped us who we are now, like you said.
Definitely. Like, sometimes I wish I didn't have to have the downs, like, the down parts, you know? But it makes...
Sometimes you wish you could skip over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in the end, it all works out, so
It really
I think
does.
that's really great advice. Awesome. Thank you for that. And what do you think is the most important mark that you've made on campus, and what will your legacy be?
So that one's kind of like a hard one. I feel like you don't really know what mark you leave on people until you're gone. I feel like once I'm gone, maybe I'll realize, or maybe someone will tell me, I guess. But what I hope I left as my mark is just being, like, a kind person and being there for people.
Yeah.
I really do try my hardest to just be, like, a support person for anyone, even if it's someone I just met. Like, I always try to reach out to new people and say hi, like, how are you doing, checking in on people. And hopefully I've been, like, a kind of like a cheerleader, and very much encourage my friends and, like, believe in them and tell them, like, believe in yourself. And just love giving my friends advice and just listening to them. So hopefully that's the mark I left on them and everyone else here at JMU.
Yes, definitely. I totally understand that it's hard to know, like, the impact that you've made on people, but definitely you've always been such a kind person, so I really hope that people get that from you, and when people listen to the podcast, they'll be able to feel that through the screen. But awesome. Queen, I want to thank you so much for being on the show with us today. You gave a lot of really great advice and shared some awesome wisdom. And everyone here at the Student Leadership Center, we wish you luck in your journey after JMU, and we hope you know that your JMU family will always be here to support you.
Aw, thank you, Megan. I'm such a great person. Love chatting with you.
Yes, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.